Hello and welcome to the one and only Art and Soul Show on Swindon 105.5. Swads on the air. While you listen to this, your ears can't look elsewhere. This month, we have an interview with Glyn Moody from the fire service and the usual mix of great music and great conversation.
And now, Della Rossa, Don't Follow by Sam.
So long have I wasted my time with shallow thinking drink. I possess the very key to lock these white doors shut. And I am neither the bad nor the beautiful. I don't flutter, shout or die. I long to stay if nothing was everything I would hide. I long to stay if nothing was everything I would hide. Don't follow my echo. Don't follow my echo. Don't follow me. Don't need to see you. I believe in you. I don't need to see you. I believe in you. I don't need to see you. I believe in you. I don't need to see you. I believe the truth.
That was Della Rosa with Don't Follow. And now, How Deep Is Your Love by The Bird and the Bee, originally by the Bee Gees.
I know your eyes in the morning sun. I feel you touch me in the pouring rain. And the moment that you wander far from me, I wanna feel you in my arms again. And you come to me on a summer breeze, keep me warm in your love, and then softly leave. And it's me you need to show. How deep is your love? Is your love? How deep is your love? I really need to learn, 'cause we're living in a world of fools, breaking us down. They should all just let us be. We belong to you and me. I believe in you. You know the door to my very soul. You're the light in my deepest, darkest hour. You're my savior when I fall. And you may not think that I care for you. Well, you know down inside that I really do. And it's me you need to show. How deep is your love? Is your love? How deep is your love? I really need to learn, 'cause we're living in a world of fools, breaking us down. They should all just let us be. We belong to you and me. Da 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 and you come to me on a summer breeze, keep me warm in your love, and then softly leave. And it's me you need to show. How deep is your love? Is your love? How deep is your love? I really need to learn, 'cause we're living in a world of fools, breaking us down. They should all just let us be. We belong to you and me. How deep is your love? How deep is your love? How deep is
That was How Deep Is Your Love by the Bee Gees, covered by The Bird and the Bee. And now we chat to Glyn Moody from the local fire service.
Glyn Moody, Deputy Area Commander for Dorset and Wiltshire Fire and Rescue Service for the Swindon area.
Well, welcome to the studio. It's great to have you along. I've met you before, but it was really great for you we thought it would be an opportunity for you to come in and talk about some of the services that Swindon Fire Service provide, particularly in terms of the Safe and Well project. I was wondering if you could tell us a little bit about that and how that works in Swindon.
Yeah, the Safe and Well visits is something that we do globally across Dorset and Wiltshire Fire and Rescue Service. But what we do is we're looking for people out in the community to be able to make sure that they're safe in their homes. So what we do is we send in what we call Safe and Well advisors. That could be a firefighter that comes out with the appliance and comes and does the visits, or it could be one of our actual Safe and Well advisors. So they would be dressed in uniform as well, but they would come into the home and give you advice in the home regarding fire safety matters, such as cooking, electrical safety, and those sort of things. Make sure you've got working smoke alarms. If you've not, then they will provide those for you and make sure they're installed correctly. But that's then down to you to maintain them and make sure you test them.
So I suppose kitchen fire is more common. Is that something that you see more often?
Absolutely, Chris. Yeah, it is the most cause of fires that we go to.
Right.
What we class as accidental dwelling fires. Then way over 50% of those are through cooking, or appliances within the kitchen, so that the cookers themselves, or distractions from cooking. So maybe drug and alcohol. It could be just somebody falling asleep. It could be other issues as well that people have got that they distract them from when they're cooking. So absolutely, it is the highest number of incidents we go to when we cause of fires.
Do you see a lot of hoarding? That's something that always concerns me sometimes, where people accumulate huge numbers of sort of old newspapers and magazines. Presumably that increases risk, does it? Is that something you see?
Absolutely, yeah. Something we see. And again, with our Safe and Well advisors, they have had additional training to look at hoarding and how to deal with hoarding. So it's not about just getting rid of what's in the property. You've got to deal with it it's quite an incident for us and for the occupiers, because obviously we want to make sure they can get out the property if there is a fire, but it does cause us some issues. So hoarding has become more relevant in the last few years, and it is something we note when we go into property. So there is a hoarding scale that we work on.
Oh, really? Oh,
yeah, we do work.
We
do work to a hoarding scale. I think it's 1 to 9, the hoarding scale. But our Safe and Well advisors have got good experience of dealing with those sort of issues for people, and how to try and get over them. And it's very much a soft approach to hoarding. But obviously for us, it's about making sure people are safe.
Yeah, of course. I suppose for you, a lot of your work is based around prevention, rather than actually, obviously, clearly putting out fires, but you'd rather prevent a fire than be out there fighting a fire. Absolutely,
yeah. Again, over the last number of years, we've seen a significant drop in fire incidents, actually. And that is down to the prevention work we've done. I mean, the prevention work is not something new, something we've been doing for probably 20 years. But over time, we've seen a significant drop in our incidents. There is some sort of national statistics around 40% drop in incidents. However, we still have them. People are still getting injured, and unfortunately, people are still getting killed within fires. And this is the bit that we need to stop. Now, obviously, we've got data that can assist us in looking to see where our fires happen, the type of individuals that get caught up through the injuries and the fatalities. So we do work with all that data, and we work very closely with other agencies, and hence the reason why I'm here today. It's about working with other agencies, working together, just making sure that our people out there are safe.
That's something I was going to ask you, really, is how you are rolling it out. So presumably you'd say about working with other agencies, presumably working with other sort of teams within Swindon that have quite a lot of residents potentially, or working with people maybe living on their own with various issues. So that's something that you're actively doing. Is it sort of contacting different services?
It is, yeah. And again, this is not something new. It's had a bit of a rebrand, I should say, Safe and Well. It used to be called Home Safety Checks. But this, again, it's not new. But what we do is, obviously, we continually work with our partner agencies. We certainly do a lot of work with the different departments within the borough council.
Yeah.
You know, we work with like yourselves. We work with the memory service, so early onset of dementia and things like that. So lots of the drug and alcohol services. We're doing some work with them. So it's looking at our at how widespread we can make this, and just making sure that we cover as many people as we can. Now, there's obviously a lot of people that can deal with it themselves.
Yes.
But there are people out within our communities that work very well, that live very well, but they may have some issues. They may have so they're the people that we really need to make sure,
of course,
are safe.
Yep.
And that's really where. And the only way we will do that is to come and work with yourselves, with other agencies. We won't be able to find those people on our own. So we do need to do it together. And it's just getting the message out there that we're here to help, and it is about here to help.
Yep.
We're not there to judge. We're just there to come out and make sure people are safe.
That's the thing. I suppose, you need to be working like that in a sense, because just popping leaflets through doors presumably gets a bit of response, but generally isn't going to be noticed or kept, is it, if it's just distributed like that? Yeah,
it's a good point, actually, regarding leaflet drops and things like that. We all know, probably, we've all, a lot of us have got our own homes, and where does the leaflets go? Generally in the recycle bin, and many people don't take any notice of them. So it is really around. The uptake on a leaflet drop would be 1%, if that. It'd be very, very low numbers. So you have to put a lot of time and effort into delivering those leaflets for very little return. So, and I'm still convinced the way to do it is what we're doing, like we're doing today. It's just highlighting the issue. It's working with partner agencies and getting relationships built, really, and trusting us. Trust. That people out there in their homes can trust us. We can come in and ensure they're safe. We're not there to judge anybody. We're just there to make sure people are safe.
I mean, one or two of the issues I've seen just in sort of 12 years of mental health is a lot of minor fires being related to smoking in bed and things like that. Presumably that's something you do see a bit of, is it?
Yeah, and I think, talking about partnerships again, we sit on the Swindon Smoke-Free Alliance, which is led by the Borough Council, but with various agencies, and we're part of their strategies, their long-term strategy. But actually, we did some work with the percentages of fires that were down to smoking materials, and they're still high, not as high as cooking. No. But what the difference is that, and this is nationally now, is there's still quite a high percentage of fire deaths go back to smoking materials. Yes. So rather than the cooking, although you have more cooking fires or related fires than you do smoking, but actually when it comes to the injuries and the fatalities, it's more likely to be through smoking materials than through cooking. Right. So we've done some work with them and around pushing the stop smoking, obviously, is the way to do it, obviously, but that's not for everybody, but it's just where people smoke, how they dispose of their cigarettes at the end of the day and things like that. Obviously, we would always encourage people, if they are smoking, is to go outside and do it. There's also a big push now around the vaping. Certainly a big push around that. That's obviously they're less risky for the health, But they do catch fire, don't they? They do, but again, this is all about making sure that if people do use the vaping, they go to a reputable retailer and go and get the proper charging units for them and ensure they're properly protected, really. So that's another partnership that we're involved in. Yeah.
That was part one of our interview with Glyn Moody. Tune in next month to hear more about Wiltshire and Dorset Fire Service on The Art and Soul Show on Swindon 105.5, 10 a.m, first Tuesday of the month. Now we're going to jump into Rise Up by Andra Day, covered by our monthly coverist, Eve Golding.
You're broken down and tired of living life on a merry-go-round, and you can find a fighter, but I see it in you, so we can work it out. We gon' walk it out, move mountains, and
That was Rise Up, a cover of the Andrea Dea song by Eve Golding.
We have a saying here at Swads. Each month we say, no goat, no go.
Rusty Goat's back again. This one's called Memories, including Foxfields, and it's for a very good friend of mine, Steve Sammy Lawton. Tells a tale of some drunken shenanigans. Been relatively dry for a while now, but I'll not hold back. I'm far from perfect. I step off the bus on occasion. Problem being, though, I only know how to drink with the throttle wound fully open. Pint after pint, necking them one after another, 4 pints or more an hour, getting up the gears as the night draws on. Then start slamming shots of Sambuca. Did someone just shout cider? Scotty, they got Rattler on draft. Red rag to a bull, kid in a sweet shop. Way past the point of giving a candy floss. You see, when I start, I cannot stop. My oldest mate Sam will regale stories of drunken oblivion, nights at the old smithy. These boys been here since lunchtime, and it's now 4 a.m. the next morning. We didn't get back to Foxfields until the day was dawning. Ripped jeans and a gash knee, adding to the drunken souvenir collection. The next day, I think, laying down rubber number 11s on the A39 in North Devon, kicked in the back of the head from the Nissan 370Z, Bewed for a chewy pint of tribute. Well, it almost counts as food, but Zed's dead now, baby. I'm not one for dropping names, but how could I forget Boz and James? True legends that have to be mentioned, and that final weekend at Foxfields, and all those drunken shenanigans. Slim comes into it a little way down the line. 3 monkeys on a night out, Kensington and Brixton, Carter at the Academy, a blinder of a night out, middle-aged revellers, hanging epically. I could go on with these stories, but I'm not looking for fame and glory. But Sam and me, we were like Cassidy and the Sundance Kid. A classic combination. Pass the bottle of oblivion. You may ask where all this is going. Well, it goes way back in time, and it'll roll forward. Never an awkward moment. Not seeing each other for a while, and that's familiar in many a life. Sadly, years can roll by. But after 30 years, a bond never broken, and always greeted with that same old familiar smile, and a touch of caution. Roll on the next one. I'll be riding shotgun. I'll give you warning. Don't suppress it. Batten down the hatches. This will get messy. Trust me. From dusk until the sun rises.
That was a poem by Rusty Goat. This is Labyrinth by Terror 45.
Complications may arise. Chase the angel and look into her eyes. Why hold it all inside? Find a place you left behind. She's looking all the time in the maze of her mind. Don't entertain the words they say. Walk away. Seek the devil's chamber and watch his show. Take a back seat, then you know that the evil from outside will make you want to run and hide and 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 run and hide.
That was Labyrinth by Terror 45, and now End of the Line by the Mature Mondays.
Well, it's all right, riding around in the breeze. Yeah, well, it's all right if you live the life you please. Well, it's all right phone rings. Waiting for someone to tell you everything. Sit around and wondering what the phone rings. Well, it's alright, even if they say you're wrong. Well, it's alright, sometimes you've gotta be strong. Well, it's alright, as long as you got somewhere to lay. Well, it's alright, every day is Judgment Day. Maybe somewhere down the roadway, you'll think of me, wonder where I am today. Maybe somewhere down the road when somebody plays. Well, it's alright, even when push comes to shove. Well, it's alright, if you got someone to love. Well, it's alright, if the things work out fine. Well, it's alright, we're going to the end of the line. Going at the end of the chorus run. End of the line. I'm just glad to be here, happy to be alive. End of the line. It don't matter if you're by my side. End of the line. I'm satisfied. Well, it's alright, even if you're old and gray. Well, it's alright, he's still got something to say. Well, it's alright, remember to live and let live. Well, it's alright, the best you can do is to give. Well, it's alright, riding around in the breeze. Well, it's alright, if you live your life you please. Well, it's alright, even if the sun don't shine, yeah. Well, it's alright, we're going to the end of the line.
That was The End of the Line, covered by the Mature Mondays. The Mature Mondays are a band formed by Swads early this year, in March, April this year. Everybody that is a member of the Mature Mondays is over the age of 55. In fact, the average age is early 70s. And now we have a track by another Swads client, Ian Cook, and this one is the old 60s classic, Stand By Me. Enjoy!
When the night has come and the light is dark and the moon is the only light we'll see. No, I won't be afraid. Oh, won't be afraid. Just as long as you stand by me. So darling, darling, stand by me. Oh, stand by me, stand by me, stand by me, stand by me. If the sky that we look on should tumble and fall, or the mountain should crumble to the sea, I won't cry, I won't cry, oh, won't shed a tear, just as long as you stand by me. And darling, darling, stand by me. Oh, stand by me, stand by me, stand by me, stand by me. out, and the land is dark, and the moon is the only light there will see. No, I won't be afraid. No, be afraid. Just as long as you stand by me. And darling, darling, stand by me. Oh, stand by me. Stand by me. Stand by me. Stand by me. Whenever you're in trouble, won't you stand by me? Oh, stand by me. Stand by me. Oh, stand by me. Stand by me.
That was Ian Cook with a cover of Stand By Me. The next one is called All of Me by John Legend, covered by our very own Richard Young.
What would I do without your smart mouth? Drawing me in and you kicking me out. You got my head spinning, no kidding. I can't pin you down. What's going on in that beautiful mind? I'm on your magical mystery ride, and I'm so dizzy, don't know what hit me, but I'll be alright. My head's underwater, but I'm breathing fine. You're crazy and I'm out of my mind, 'cause all of me loves all of you. I love your curves and all your edges, all your perfect imperfections. You give your all to me, I'll give my all to you. You're my end and my beginning, even when I lose I'm winning, 'cause I give you all of me, and you give me all of you. How many times do I have to tell you, even when you're crying, you're beautiful too. The world is beating you down. I'm around through every mood, and you're my downfall, you're my muse, my worst distraction, my rhythm and blues. I can't stop singing this, ringing in my head for you. My head's underwater, but I'm breathing fine. You're crazy and I'm out of my mind, 'cause all of me loves all of you. I love your curves and all your edges, all your perfect imperfections. You give your all to me, I'll give my all to you. You're my end and my beginning, even when I lose I'm winning, 'cause I give you all of me, and you give me all of you. Give me all of you. Cards on the table and both showing hearts, risking it all, though it's hard, 'cause all of me loves all of you. I love your curves and all your edges, all your perfect imperfections. You give your all to me, I'll give my all to you.
That one was All of Me by John Legend, covered by Richard Young. And the next one is the one and only Mickey Rocks, covering Get Up, Get Happy.
That was Mick Rocks covering Get Up, Get Happy, and next a Richie P production with Pieces of Hope.
That was Piece of Hope by the one and only Richie P. And now it's time for Barb's Bit on the Side.
Hi, and welcome to Barb's Bit on the Side for October. So October's arrived, and the further we move into it, the more I feel the world around me is speeding up. If I hear about Christmas again, I may just well scream. It's October, we haven't even had bonfire night yet. Stop talking about Christmas. My family have even started to say, 25th of December, Mum, who's going to be where? Will Santa bring me a stocking? I think you're 24 and you want to know if Santa will bring you a stocking. They're asking me what I want for Christmas. My answer is, don't talk to me, it's far too early to even think about Christmas. So I'm going to get back into October and just enjoy spending every day in the autumn and getting through it. So this time of year, it can start to build up as a busy time. The darker nights draw in and we just want to hibernate indoors with a cuppa and a duvet. And you know, that's one of the ways it is possible to look after yourself and keep well all through it. You know, take time out, have a relaxing space, be in with a warm, comfy outfit and a nice cup of tea or a hot chocolate. And why not make some nice warming soup with seasonal vegetables? Even pumpkin's great. It all packs a nutritional punch for just a few pennies. And my personal favourite is curried parsnip, which is really easy to make. But you know, there's other ways to keep well through shorter days, and this can include making time to see people instead of hiding away. And even if it's just a couple of hours, come out, come and do an art session at Swads, or start the week with a Bollywood dance session along with us in the Central Community Centre. That's going to be every Monday morning from the 9th of October, 10:30 till 11:30. Come down, give it a go. You know, it's just lovely. It's lovely to go on a walk and be mindful about the way that the season's changing, with the trees changing to bronze red and gold colours of autumn, that lovely fresh breeze in the morning. You know, just take every day, every breath, to try and stay connected and stay well this autumn. Just look after yourselves.
That was Barb's Bit on the Side.
Next up, we have the Interpreters, a modern punk ska outfit with a track called By My Side.
You've been there since Queen Street in 1993. Yeah, 20 years and 1,000 beers, and you're still there for me. Whitaker Park, after dark, to the cops getting spotlighted. And yeah, we ran, we're just kids back then, and we're still singing. I don't wanna die, I don't wanna die, I don't wanna die. But if I do die, I know you'll be by my side. Yeah, outcast in a small town in big sky country. You had a pickup truck with the music turned up. Let's go cassette side B. How we risked our lives playing with knives to escape monotony. After all the stupid things we did, our hearts are still beating. I don't wanna die, I don't wanna die, I don't wanna die. But if I do die, I know you'll be by my side. I don't wanna die, I don't wanna die, I don't wanna die. But if I do die, I know you'll be by my side. I don't wanna die, I don't wanna die, I don't wanna die. But if I do die, I know you'll be by my side. I don't wanna die, I don't wanna die, I don't wanna die. But if I do die, I know you'll be by my side. I know you'll be by my side. I know you'll be by my side. I know you'll be by my side.
And now, another piece of hope by Richie P. that was Another Piece of Hope by Richie P. And that brings us to the end of the show. Thank you very much for listening. This has been the Art and Soul Show, Swads on the Air. While you listen to this, your ears can't look elsewhere. Tune in on the first Tuesday of next month at 10 a.m. to hear more from Glyn Moody, all about his adventures being the fireman.